talk about the Beatitudes, right? I think we've gone over Beatitudes before. Do you guys know what a Beatitude is? We're about to find out what a Beatitude is. Be about it.
What does the B stand for?
B-E. Attitude.
Oh, the B attitude?
Yes.
That is 31.
Don't tell anyone.
Chapter 5, verse 1 through 14. You guys there?
Yep.
Do you guys have your phones?
Bibles.
Go ahead and put them on silent. I appreciate that. Is everybody there?
Yes.
First one there gets to read it.
Anthony.
1 through 18.
Oh, player, you don't got it.
Right there on the
Hey,
screen.
right there.
No, don't read the advertisement.
Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 through 14. Now when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them the Beatitudes. He said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they will be persecuted. They persecuted the prophets who were before you. Salt and light. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden."
The last verse is good. So a beatitude. You mentioned beatitude, right? The word beatitude comes from the Latin beatitudo, meaning the blessedness. The phrase blessed are. In each of these, beatitude implies a current state of happiness or well-being. The expression held powerful meaning of divine joy and perfect happiness. The people of the day. In other words, Jesus was saying, divinely happy and fortunate are those who possess those inward qualities. While speaking of a current blessedness, each pronouncement also promises a future reward. Right? So, beatitude. Anybody have any questions on beatitude? That was from the about.com Christianity. That tells you about beatitude. But we're going to go into the daily bread now. The Mission Point Lighthouse was built in 1870 in a peninsula on northern Michigan to warn ships of sandbars and rocky shores along Lake Michigan. The lighthouse got its name from another kind of lighthouse, a mission church, which was built 31 years earlier. In 1839, Reverend Peter Daughtry answered the call and became a pastor at a church in Old Mission that was made up of Native Americans who lived further south on the same peninsula. Under his leadership, a thriving community of farmers, teachers, craftsmen worked side by side and built better life for their community. When believers in the church work together in unity, their fellowship and their faith provides spiritual light for the world's darkness. That's from Philippians 2:15 through 16. Jesus says, "You are the light of the world. A city set on top of a hill cannot be hidden. Let your light shine before man, and it may see your good and works to glorify the Father in heaven." That's 14 through 16 from that same chapter we just read. Mission Point Lighthouse warns the ship of dangers. But originally, the old mission church provided spiritual direction to all who would listen. Believers do the same individually through our church. We are God's lighthouse because Jesus lives in us. Right? So is it easy to be a lighthouse?
No.
It's not easy, right? It's not easy to live on a hill. I mean, as cool as it sounds, it's not very easy to do, right? It's hard to live a life. It's hard to live a life of beatitude because those rewards that we're going to get aren't near, right? They're not in the near future, but they're in the future. And that requires faith. So your faith has to be put in action in order to have a beatitude. You can't have a beatitude and say, "Oh, I'm blessed because I'm poor." Right? We don't see that. Right? That's hard to say. "Oh, I'm so blessed, I'm so broke." You can't. It's hard to say, "I'm so blessed, I'm mourning right now. I'm so blessed, I'm meek." You guys know what meek is? We read the word meek. Meek is Vanessa.
Shy?
The quiet one. Right? The quiet ones will inherit the earth, though. Right? That's God's promise to you. So you consider yourself blessed that's a beatitude. If you can consider yourself blessed, you have a beatitude. Right? What else? Blessed are the merciful. It's not easy to be merciful. It's not easy to be forgiving. And man, we have a God that's so good. Because he is the most merciful, right? What's that, Bruno? What does Bruno Mars say?
Talking to the moon.
No. he has that new song that I like.
When I was your man.
When I Was Your Man. What does he sing right before he goes into the chorus?
Oh, to buy flowers?
No, before that.
When I was your man.
No!
What's the lyric?
Anthony, quickly. 2 seconds.
When I was your man.
Just put lyrics.
Just put lyrics.
Seriously?
Lyrics.
So young, so dumb.
When I
Oh
was,
yeah.
when I was, a
So
kid.
young, so dumb.
To realize.
To realize that I should have bought you flowers. Right? Forget it. I got it right already. I know it. Anyways, we're so young, so dumb and yet God is still merciful on us. Right? Sorry, I love that song. Blessed are the merciful. And definitely blessed you are if you can be merciful, because God is a merciful man, a merciful God. And if you can be anywhat similar to that type of mercy that he has on us, then you are definitely blessed. Because the more mercy that you show, the more mercy that you'll receive once you get to heaven. Right? Because we are people that need mercy. We're sinners in everything that we do, in our thought process, in our daily living. Blessed are those that are pure in heart. So even if you don't have mercy and yet you're pure in heart, you're blessed. Peacemakers, for they will be the Son of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted. So if you get bugged out by people who keep telling you, you need to stop talking about Jesus, you're going to get blessed. Because not everybody can be that lighthouse that you are. Have that beatitude where you can be a lighthouse. If you're the people that throw the insult, even. If you're the one that can't keep your eyes on your own paper, right? Last week we talked about being able to focus on your own and keeping your eye on your own paper, right? In order to do your own job better, instead of focusing on everybody else's job. Even if you're that one that insults other people, you know what? You got a beatitude too, because if you can insult people, you are blessed. No?
Kevin.
You are, though. Right? It says in verse 11, "Blessed are those who insult you, that persecute you and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward." I'm not saying that you should go out and insult people, because your blessings probably won't be as grand as the merciful and as a peacemaker. But the work that you put in here on earth is the work that you'll get from God when you get to heaven. Right? I talked about what kind of kingdom you're going to go home to when you go to heaven. Some of us will live in shacks. Some of us will live in mansions. What kind of house do you want to build for yourself in heaven? Right? It's crazy to think, man, I already got a house being built for me. And yet we struggle to try to find a house over here to live in San Diego. Right? So what's more important, your eternal life or your temporary life? Right? A lot of times we like to try to focus on the monetary things here on earth. And how cool we'll look on the street if I was driving down the street in that, what's a cool car right now?
Mercedes Benz.
A Jaguar.
Tinsley, a Tinzo, no, never mind. It's that all-electric car. That's probably one of the coolest cars right now. A Tesla. That's what it is. It's a fully electric car,
Justin Bieber has one.
and it has 3-row seating, and it's like a.
Look at that, man. I want to see it.
It's
really cool.
it's one of those 4-door hatchback cars.
Oh,
Kind of
hatchback.
like it's so sweet though.
It looks really cool.
You gotta be on top of these things.
Go.
The internet has to first.
Click on it.
Anyway, a Tesla is probably the coolest car right now. Right, a lot of times we like to sit here and we'll focus on.
The white page.
What the?
That's the kind of car I want.
Put Tesla Justin Bieber. He has one.
Is that
Who
it?
cares about Justin Bieber?
Oh, I do.
Oh, right there.
The white one?
The white one.
The wild
That
one.
one.
Why?
Is it 3 rows?
Wow.
I think?
That does not
Yes.
look like a...
It doesn't look like it, but if you sit in the 3rd row, you'll be facing back.
There's 3 rows.
Oh.
Oh, look, there's an inside picture.
It's a highly efficient car. It's
Oh.
all electric, and you can plug it into any socket in your house.
Oh, it's
Any
cool.
socket.
Not mine.
But your electricity bill would be
No,
high.
and the thing that you think it is going to run up your electricity
It's
bill,
not.
it actually uses less electricity than like light bulbs and stuff.
For real?
Yeah.
Almost.
How much is that?
How much is that?
Like 40, 50.
Dollars?
It's affordable. It's not like,
Cents?
40,000?
yeah, like 40 to 50,000.
Really?
It,
Are you
it
sure?
starts at 40 or 50.
Starts.
Around there.
That'll be like 50,000.
It looks more expensive than that. Is this
Fancy-
supposed to be
it's-
the new Prius?
Fancy car, right?
I'll trade my truck for that.
Apparently it's better than the Prius because it's completely electric.
Yeah,
And it's
gas.
got like 100,000 mile
How
warranty
fast
on it. So like you know how you think, oh man, my car, if the battery dies on me, I'm gonna be paying a fortune to fix it or whatever.
Shout out to Phil.
Oh, he knows.
That
About it.
white
He's the one
guy.
that actually told me about it.
Shout out to Phil.
What's
He's
that?
the Prius over
What's
there.
the maker?
Tesla. Tesla makes a lot of things.
No.
I mean, like, that's.
Italian.
I know,
Oh,
like,
I don't
Germany.
know.
What
That guy looks
company?
German.
Look it up, Anthony. Look it up.
Wow.
Who makes that?
Anyway,
Getting off
that's
topic.
not the point. We're gonna get into the last part of this, and we'll talk about Teslas in our break.
Okay.
Verse 13, it says that you are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men. If we lose our saltiness, how do we gain our saltiness back?
More salt.
Insulting people?
More
Don't take a
salt.
shower.
Alright, if salt loses its saltiness,
Work
it's
out.
take less showers.
Oh.
Makes sense. But if salt loses its saltiness, what's its purpose? You'd just be eating grains of sand, right?
It's a mineral.
I don't know if you guys,
There's
is
no
it a
value.
mineral? You'd be eating grains of minerals. I guess. Right? If salt has no saltiness, it has no purpose. If sugar has no sweetness, it has no purpose. If napa loses its fishiness,
Amen to that.
right? if we lose our saltiness, if we lose our character, if we lose what our beatitude is, then we lose our blessings. We don't even know what we're doing. We're aimless, right? So have a beatitude. And the last part is be a light of the world. A city on a hill that can't be hidden, right? A lot of times we'll see something on the top of a hill. I'm like, dang, I want my house up there. It's got the best view, right? It probably has the best breeze. It's got probably the coolest drive to get to your house. So be a city. Like, everybody looks up there and they're like, oh my gosh, you can't really hide that. That's obviously you want people to see that, and you want to be able to look up there and to be able to see your house or your city. So be a city that just can't be hidden. Like, it's not an easy task to do. It's not at all going to be easy to live a life where you just shine Jesus' light every time, every day, 24/7. And it may be impossible for all of us to do that. I don't think it's possible for me, and yet I pray that it can happen for me, though. And I pray that it can happen for you. Right? I want to be able to walk around the city and people be able to look at me and be like, oh, that's that city on top of the hill right there. Right? When people criticize you and